Good afternoon, I'm Harrie.
And I'm Stevie with a fluffy mic.
And we are here today in London at the Guild HQ in sunny Shoreditch for the showdown powered by Guild Esports and Samsung Neo QLED.
That's right, two teams captained by Harrie and I are going to battle it out to be claimed champions and win themselves a beautiful Samsung TV.
And you do not want to miss it.
Room where it's all going to happen. Over here we've got a casting desk which is going to have two wonderful casters commentating on all of the games played today. But more importantly, over here we have a 6 PC gaming setup ready and loaded with Rocket League, and this is where the competition truly starts.
Now, over the past week, Stevie and I have been carefully selecting our teams, and now we're going to tell you about how it's all going to go down.
There's Team me, Stevie, and Team Harrie. Each of our teams have 4 players, 3 specially selected Rocket League pros, and 1 who won a qualification to get through onto our team. Now there's going to be 5 rounds, and every player has to play at least twice to keep it fair. In round 1, we've got a 1v1. Round 2, 2v2. You can see where it's going with round 3 as a 3v3, but then it descends back down to 2v2 and 1v1. Now the team with the most points at the end is going to be crowned the champions of the showdown, powered by Guild and Samsung Neo QLED.
Now, all of the regular Rocket League rules apply, and in this competition, if a team wins, you get 3 points. However, there's also a bit of a twist. If the person that qualified plays in a game and they win, they will also get an extra point.
We have been joined by some friends and some enemies.
Hey.
But we're going to start here with Team Stevie. We've got Stumpy, Louis P, Ethan, and my qualifying winner, Luke Capo.
And I have Cole, Gom, Foxy, and my qualifying player, Nuggets.
Perfect. So, here we are, Stumpy. You're a big man. You're a big man. Now, in actual football, there's a very well-known term which is hit the big man up top.
Okay.
Is that what we can expect our team to do with you today?
I think in as many game modes, if I'm not playing, that's good. So hit me if I'm on the bench. Just kick it right off of me at the bench.
Okay, can you just tell me about your experience of Rocket League?
I've played it since it launched back in 2015. I've been streaming it very much on and off. Cast it professionally at the moment. Do not play it normally in a terrifying environment like this, where you're literally looking at your opponent on the other side of the monitor. I am quite scared.
I'm excited.
Okay, so Stumpy, it's not just you here that you know, is it?
I wish.
You know a man over here.
Why have you just instantly been mean to me before I've even been revealed on camera?
We'll keep this for the battlefield. So,
Right,
Cole,
sorry.
you have some experience with Rocket League, and you are very good friends with Stumpy.
I am.
So what is it in Rocket League that you do?
So I cast the RCS as well, as does Stumpy, and I stream it as well. I've been playing it since pretty much day 1, actually before day 1. I was in the alpha and the beta.
Wow.
Not to brag,
You're a big
I think I'm the
fan.
only one here. So that makes me the
I
best
like
fighter
the bragging
player.
rights. I like that. So have you played against Stumpy before then?
I don't think we've played at this level. We've done fun 1v1s, and actually, historically, we're pretty 50-50, but this is like the next step up, which is exciting.
This
Lights
is
everywhere.
the scary step up.
Yeah.
Where we've done it online, and like I said, we're about 50-50. But then I think as soon as you get to actually being next to each other or opposite each other and facing off, that's when like the nerves set in.
I'm going to kick your shins.
Right.
They're long enough, so you
True, there's a lot to aim for.
Let's
No,
not
put a lot
bully.
of shin to the man.
We're not
That's
doing
fair to
this.
say.
Let's not bully the man with great genetics.
Okay, let's say no injuries on the battlefield for today, but
Okay,
yeah.
I think this is a bit too much for us. So if you guys can just leave,
All right.
we're going to look at
Everybody
where
go.
you're going to be playing.
We're
Go and
gonna
get
be
yourselves
getting you
ready
on
on
the
the screen.
battlefield.
We're going to let you know who is playing and when.
Yep. So it is time to see who we have picked today to go up against each other. We're going to be doing 5 rounds, so keep your eyes on the big screen. In the first round, we have got Gom.
And I've selected Louis P. So these two are the Rocket League pros. This is going to be a very, very good
This
game.
is a good one. I'm excited for this. And in round 2, we have Cole versus Nugget. Now, Nugget is my qualifying player, which means if he plays in a game and he wins, my team gets an extra point for that win as the qualifying player.
I haven't gone for my qualifying player here, but I have gone for Stumpy. So that's that Cole-Stumpy rivalry straight off the bat. And I've also got Ethan there.
And in round 3, we have Nugget, Foxy, and Cole.
Here I've brought in my qualifying player of Luke Capo. I've got Louis P, my pro, and Ethan.
And in round 4, we have Foxy and Nugget again.
And I've got Luke Capo again with Stumpy.
And for the grand finale, I have gone for Gom.
We're finishing the same way we started, Gom versus Louis P. How are you feeling like this is going to go down?
I am very excited. There's a good few matches in here that I'm excited to see. I think obviously the ones with Cole versus Stumpy, as I know both of them personally, I feel like that's going to be a really good one for me to watch, and they're going to go head to head.
I'm excited to see the ability of everyone here, because I'm not 100% sure how the majority are. I know obviously Louis P and Gom are going to be the big name players today. I think the qualifiers who have come through are also Supersonic legends.
So we've heard.
We're talking top quality players throughout all of this. And of course, there are bragging rights to win the whole thing, but each and every one of those winners will also win a rather lovely Samsung TV.
But it's no worries, if you are a loser, you will still be going home with an Xbox controller. And today, we're going to have a quick word with our sponsors, Samsung.
Wow. Did you just say wow?
Ultimate 4K gaming TV, Samsung's Neo QLED QN90B 4K TV delivers ultimate contrast, flawless color, and incredible surround sound.
So with that, let's get started and get straight to round one. I'm going to be throwing you over to our commentators of the Showdown powered by Guild and Samsung Neo QLED, Shogun and RW Dragon.
Thank you very much, Harry, and we are ready to go over here. 5 rounds of Rocket League action all coming your way. And Dragon, we are starting off with the 1v1, which we see twice today.
Absolutely. I'm so excited about these 1v1s. Absolutely. These are going to be the box office matches of the day. I mean, Cole and Stumpy, that's going to be the storyline matches.
I'm sick of them. I work with them too often. I want to see other people.
I'm gonna be nice and say it's the storyline match, even though we know it's probably going to be the one that crash.
On the field, Cole and Stumpy are going to be interesting. But when one is on the field and the other one is staring at them from across the field and doesn't have to do anything, just, let them know every single mistake has been accounted for. That will be when it gets interesting. But this should be box office. Gom versus Louis P. Gom, I feel, has been underplaying his 1v1 capabilities to us all day long. He's I'm not a 1v1 player. I'm not a 1v1 player. I've seen him in show matches. He can take on some of the very best.
The thing is, you have to have confidence, though. Maybe he's saying, oh, I'm not a 1v1 player for a reason. Maybe a few matches, a few ranked sessions haven't been going the way that he wants. Now all of a sudden, I'm not a 1v1 player, please help.
Well, we will see. You're going to need all the help that you can get, though, against Louis P. One of the probably most noteworthy 1v1 players that have been out there. He has been right up there for the last 2-3 years at this point. And we know both these players as well. Fast-paced. This will not be a defensive showdown that we get between these two. This will be all about getting the pace, stealing the boost, and putting as much pressure on as possible. You can already see everyone crowding behind you as well. They were talking earlier on. Not used to just playing in a room with all the bright lights. You're also not used to playing with everybody relying on you right behind you.
As we said, these two players are pro players. They're used to playing in front of huge crowds. Not when they're about 10 centimeters behind you.
Well, that would make an interesting major. Well, we are into game number 1, and Team Stevie is already up 1-0. So, Louis P has started off well off screen. Now Gom looking to try and counteract that, but instead shut down immediately.
I think this is starting off by being absolutely what you said earlier. This is going to be an absolute slugfest. Back and forth, every ball played. Louis P gained possession, big shot on target. Gom will parry that away, but possession just given away by Louis. Has a moment to recover. Kept away from net. And once again, we're back even.
Right now, Gom just testing the water for now. Wants to go for the pinch. Did not get it. Now it's Louis P's turn. You can't afford to give away these balls that easily. On the reset, over the top. Louis P 2-0.
Absolutely phenomenal from Louis P. Gom choosing for the boost and recovery, waiting for the edge to come through. Louis P brings out the flip reset and takes it over the player who's saying he's not feeling like ones at the moment.
Well, I'm looking at Gom's camera at the moment, and I don't know if he was looking at his opponent or if he was hearing something behind him from his teammates. Oh boy, a smile on his face.
Here we go
Louis
again.
P looking to try and wipe that off him.
Here we go, Louis P going for the fake flip reset. ends up going to the floor. Recovery's not that good, so Gom will have a chance to put that in. Doesn't quite. No, recovery not going his way.
I feel like Gom realized that that was going against him quite early because he did hold on to 43 boosts, so good recognition from him. Still only 2 goals to the back. Louis P, though, on the reset. He's got the ball in the corner. That's difficult to approach.
We did say this is going to be a slugfest, didn't we?
We did.
This is absolutely more of a chess match. They're going up against each other. They're waiting.
You haven't seen my predictions recently. Me saying this is going to be a slugfest instantly meant that the pace was going to go down a little bit.
It's a very calm play from Louis P, I have to say. He's waiting for Gom to be drawn out into the play, waiting for the moment that he can pounce.
What on earth is going on over there? Oh, it's actually worked! Oh, there you go.
Like, just even on defense, it's working. Just waiting for the moment for Gom, but possession does go Gom's way. But in fact, the mistake comes in from the flip reset, and Louis P runs away with the ball, makes it 3-0.
I think Louis P has had the correct idea at the moment. He's already seen that Gom has been struggling on the mechanics so far. I've liked the ideas that I've seen from him, but the execution not as good as we have got used to seeing from Gom. And because of that, it's just leaving him in positions that he can't quite recover from. But if I do know anything about Gom, just because it's gone wrong 3 times in a row doesn't mean he's not going to try a 4th.
Well, if it doesn't work the first time, just do it again until it does work.
Yeah. Oh, it's up again.
That is the once mentality. Here comes Louis P. This worked almost every single time for him to get breakaway goals. And in fact, flip resets as well. This one goes wide. The attack breaks down as both of them recovering, grabbing boost, moving back round. But Gom, not a very threatening attack, just lets it roll around the side.
That is going to be 4-0. Now, one thing I have realized here all of a sudden is you can't only hear your teammates behind you, but I think they can hear us as well.
Oh.
So if your player starts playing bad for you, I'm just going to start going off.
Louis just put a smile on his face. So I'm pretty sure he can hear us at the moment.
He's heard nothing but praise for him up to this point. 2.5 minutes left here, and the rare goalless time here for Gom. The way this is looking, is that about to change? No, not quite.
Louis P just doing enough, but here comes Gom. Flick over Louis P, but that's a great save onto the crossbar. And managed to get the dive in to ensure that moves away from the net, gives him a bit of respite, and the ball up the pitch.
So for those of you just joining us, it's 3 points for each win in this. We've got a 1v1, a 2v2, a 3v3, back to 2s, and then back to 1s. If the qualified player, that is Nugget and Luke Capo, to end up winning their matches later on, they are worth 4 points. Gom, he's got his first goal on the board. And this being once, that is actually quite recoverable, that he's found himself in 3 goals of deficit.
Gives him the reset, and as we know with 1v1s, that kickoff can go anywhere. Absolutely anywhere.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe a flip to the other side on his way in, because at the moment he's kind of bouncing off it and allowing Louis P to take control, boost on and ball. That's a bit of an awkward bounce though, but Louis P's under no pressure for the time being. Oh, well, maybe a little bit too lackadaisical.
Yeah, taking way too much time there. Giving Gom an opportunity to read the play, get in there with a dive.
Oh, you're going to have to go, Gom. Louis is playing at his time. You're on his clock.
Looks like Spanish time. It's not quite working at the moment. Gom taken out of the play.
Oh, it's in.
It's in, though.
I want to see how Louis landed after the demo, because he might have had his car pop up into the air.
Yeah.
And yes, it's just gone awkward for him. And that is now the lead cut in half. Minute 17. Oh, dearie me. These are the sort of ones where you start to recognize that that lead is a little bit more tenuous than you'd like.
A precarious position, as I agree with you. I've been in so many 1v1 situations exactly like this, and I'm sure these guys have as well. So they'll probably be able to deal with this situation a little bit better. Looks like Louis can't at the moment. Gom is starting to get some goals. That's 3 unanswered at the moment. Louis needs one in response.
It's just a slight misread from Louis P. He thought he can get boost and ball. Nowhere near it by the end. 4-3. The kickoffs have still been going towards Louis P.
Well, that one hasn't.
That one hasn't. Not on the flick, no real power, so Louis P can recover it, and he's used the post! Breakaway for Louis P, no power on the follow-up shot, and Gom uses the post! Now we go to the opposite side.
Woodwork to woodwork, end to end. Gom needs to find another one. That's saved away by Louis P. Great opportunity for Gom here. Great possession for Gom as well. And that ties up the game. Great pressure from Gom. Great play to put it in the net.
I just had a look towards Stevie. Upset would not be the right word. Livid. Distraught with what he's just seen. Gom, 4 goals down, 4 each, and he's still got time to spare. And that smile has not left his face the entire time. Louis P looking to try and reset where he was earlier on. Fakes the initial, and then Gom blocks the shot. It's now his turn to try and put something on offense.
Here's the skill show. Here's the mechanics coming. As a huge roar from the crowd as they thought that was going to fly past Louis P. Ends up being blocked, but there's another chance for Gom, and that's gone in. Flip reset in. Team Harrie have come from behind and made it 5-4.
And this is to set the tone of the event, because these 2 players will be coming back later on in this for round number 5. But before then, your rest of your team, the other 3 players, will be going up on the pace that you set in this match. Now, Louis P does have time. He's got boost, he's got ball, he's got everything he could possibly need. Can he turn it in? No, he can't!
Still an opportunity to turn it over. Gom waiting. Right choice in the end.
Flicks
out the shot!
Because of course he did!
Stevie absolutely elated by this progression. 1 second to go. I won't say it. I won't say it, Shogun.
It'll be the wrong time anyway.
But it's going to be 0 seconds in a moment. Watch this.
Well, let's go over to overtime.
Stumpy had a moment away from the team there, but he's right back to it. Backing his teammate, but that's not the kickoff that you want in an overtime. Unless this can be turned over now.
That's a lovely position Louis actually left himself in. He can take it with the wall or he can go for the hook shot. He's decided to cut the ball in. Gom, are you going to jump? No, he didn't. Gom just held his nerve. Louis P wanted the early possession, and now the breakaway! Gom, from 4 goals down, goes on to win it in overtime!
That is ice running through Gom's veins. Not only just to take that back from being 4 goals down, but in that last play, just waiting, holding his nerve to take it up the pitch and put it in. Wow.
So that is 3 points secured for Harrie's team. Lots of points still to play for, but Gom showing you, yeah, these are the hands that beat you.
Is he waiting for a high five?
Oh, you're not going to get one. You're not going to get one.
Not going to get one.
The esports fist bumps are not going to come through from Louis P. Stumpy's he's not happy about that. But either way, let's take a look at how this went down. 3 points now for Team Harrie as Gom ends up making the comeback happen. And for Louis P, it was just little moments where he was misjudging the time that he had and the ball was getting away. We saw the one towards the end of the game where he went for the middle left boost, misjudged that, didn't get the ball. Gom ended up turning it in, and it was more of the same in the overtime. But that is round 1 done. 4 rounds left to go.
Well, early days.
I've already got my team, but you can see from the shirt. I've already got my team locked in. Let's see, Stevie, how are you taking that one, buddy?
I'm fuming.
I'm
fuming.
What a game.
Incredible game of Rocket
Honestly,
League.
incredible.
I think there was about 1 minute 44 left. 4-0 up, Louis P was. Team Stevie winning 4-0 with less than 2 minutes to go.
That is...
I went and made a cup of tea, came back, overtime. What is that? I don't know what happened there. Gom is incredible.
I was starting to feel a little bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. I think 4-0, when you were 4-0 up, I was, you know, at that point you can't really expect much to happen. But honestly, Team Harrie, Gom has absolutely pulled it out the bag. I couldn't have wished for a better first game, to be honest. Like, that was so exciting.
I'll take the loss knowing that it was an incredible game. When it was a 4-0...
We were over here screaming, weren't
I know.
we? In the
Sorry if you could hear me during that. I was actually screaming at the result there. But I'm going to take it. It was an incredible game. And also, I'm hoping we get to look back at a couple of those goals.
Yeah.
To go from 4-0 to that is just amazing.
I absolutely gobsmacked. I really didn't know what to expect from the first game, especially not having seen them like play against each other. But that was much better than we could have asked for.
Let's take a look. So this is where it's 4-4.
So, yeah.
So with only 18 seconds to go, Gom's managed to take it to 5-4. I thought we were out at this point.
The confidence just switched like completely. He was playing quite different. And obviously 1v1s are like very difficult. When I played a little bit of Rocket League, 1v1s are never something I could play. But
that was a lovely 1 second to go. Nice little equaliser. But of course, it only took it into overtime where its next goal wins.
Overtime is always so nerve-wracking as well.
And from a Louis P one-on-one, Gom holds his nerve and ends up going on to win the game.
Unbelievable. Such an exciting first game.
It's incredible, but we're not out.
No,
You've got 3 points.
There's
plenty of other opportunities for 3 points, but also, of course, when I go on to use my qualifier, he can get us a 4-point win. We're still all in.
Yeah. Well, what an exciting first game. But before we get back to round 2, our sponsors at Samsung want to let you know that you can conquer every single game, even at soaring speeds, with a 4K gaming TV. The 144Hz refresh rate eliminates lag with ultra-smooth action, all in exquisite, ultra-high definition detail on the big screen. Samsung's Neo QLED 4K TV and HDMI 2.1 works in perfect synergy with the next-gen consoles, delivering ultra-low input lag and ultra-responsive gameplay. It cuts out the blue between fast-paced images, so you experience ultra-smooth, lightning, immersive 4K gaming.
And it is absolutely beautiful, but it's time for some more beautiful Rocket League gameplay. Let's head back over to Shogun and RW. Let's go on to the 2v2.
Exciting!
Well, thank you very much there, and we will be getting into our twos match very shortly, and it's difficult to do now if you're over on Stevie's side, because not only have you had the heartbreak of being sat behind, but now you have to go in, and you've got to start turning this around for your team.
Absolutely. This is a must-win. Just sort of get things back. Like in the normal best of 5 that you see in Rocket League, that second game is important. You don't want to let it slip away into a two-game sort of deficit. Get it back, one apiece. Level playing field.
Well, I'm hearing an awful lot of the comms behind us, so I hope that they are ready to go. But as we can see, Team Harrie have decided to throw in their qualification player. Nugget takes the field, which means that if Team Harrie wins this, they get 4 points. They would be 7-0 up on the board. She's gone for the all-in from the very start, and I like the idea. Force Team Stevie to chase as they field Stumpy and Ethan.
Yeah, having to play from behind, a lot of pressure on you, and going all in now with Harrie and Nugget. It's going to be a tricky one for Stumpy and Ethan.
I think this is going to be a very difficult match for Team Stevie in here. You already got Cold and Stumpy taken to the field. We already know about the rivalry happening over there. But Ethan, very well established as a player in his own right, looking to try and prove that he's not just the coach. He wants to step in and say, look, this is what I know about this game. For Nugget, though, I think this is the player to watch in here. He was incredible during the qualifier. I kind of expect him to almost dominate the field, and it's going to be interesting to see how Cole reacts to that specifically, because I know Cole's not necessarily the most versed in two, so I don't know how he's going to go about positioning.
I reckon Nugget has to take control here and say, Cole, just let me cook.
Do a Gibbs.
Let me cook. and instantly goes after it. On the other side of no. On the other side of things, I reckon Stumpy, Ethan, I think he's going to get in the coach mentality, going to tell Stumpy, hey, here's things you can improve, here's how we can play around each other. I think there might be a bit more teamwork on Stevie's side of things. But
yes, I think there has to be. I really do think that there has to be more teamwork on that side, because I feel like if these two just try to solo against Nugget, that's not going to look all that nice. See Cole ready to go.
One ginger against another as well.
Yeah.
Who's the more powerful ginger?
Sorry, Cole. Sorry. I don't think you win that one, unfortunately, mate. As we do see players just trying to load on in, so we'll be able to get into the match once everybody is on the field. I am very interested to see how this goes, though, because I've actually been playing a lot of twos with Cole very recently. We decided that we were going to try and make the run to Grand Champ. It's gone alarmingly well to this point. I don't want to say our twos rating had degraded too much, but the fact that we only lost 2 matches across 3 hours and we were still climbing on up means, yeah, I'm not too sure where our level is right now. For Stumpy, I don't know the last time I saw Stumpy play twos. I really can't recall.
Yeah, it's probably been a while for him. Been a while.
Now, I do know, actually, for a fact, that these two players have done an environment like this once before. They said that they've mostly done this online. We did do an event over in Amsterdam where we were playing ones against each other. I can't remember who won. I'm going to leave that on the cliffhanger right there. I know I beat them both, but you know, let's not talk about you know how much more elite I am.
Be more insufferable. Go on.
That's listen. Let's not go giving me impossible tasks over here. When you're good at something, you do it. All right, and I'm very good at being insufferable. As we see Stumpy already loaded up, getting Ethan in nice and soon. Who have you got on this one? Have I fully sold you on the Nugget Cole combination, or do you think there's a chance?
I think we have to at least go 50-50. I reckon Ethan's going to have the ability to drill Stumpy into a certain hole in his play style.
I think Stumpy's got a great advantage here. If he does score, looking over the monitor for him into Cool Cole's eyes is barely even a challenge.
He does need to straighten up his back, though. I will say, from this angle...
That's a proper... Oh, that's...
I told you.
the posture. Oh, dear.
if he's going to peer over that monitor, he does need to straighten up a little bit.
We also got mention of some shin kicking from Cole.
I think Ethan's actually going after Cole's ankles, though.
I don't know what they're doing. Maybe he's tying his shoelaces together. We don't think we can get him in game, lads, but we can get them afterwards. Be nice and easy. Quick reminder as well for everyone that is just tuning in at the moment, this does not work on a 1-point system. The match that we saw previously where Gom did win for Team Harrie was worth 3 points, but for every single time that your qualification player is fielded, if they win, it is worth 4. So for Harrie's team, if they do win this, 7 points to 0 up, they will be loving it over there, because that is then, you have to win out for the rest of the event if you're on Team Stevie.
Everything goes a little bit on Luke to be able to power up for his team, to be able to get that 4 points back.
I mean, my ideal right now, well, I know I've kind of gone a little bit biased towards Team Harrie, but my ideal is that we go back to that 1v1 at the very end.
Oh,
all the marbles.
Absolutely.
Every single marble.
Give me that game again. Give me that game again, except with...
It wasn't convincing enough. We need to keep going on that one. You have to at least win by 2.
Yes. You know what, that's fair enough. I don't think either player were playing 100% their best. It was a lot of sitting back and waiting for the other. I want a real freestyle match. I want a real just show off of mechanics from Louis and Gom.
Oh, look at him. Look at Cool Cole. He looks out to the crowd. He knows that the eyes of the world are on him. This is where Cool Cole thrives. Apart from every time I've seen him under pressure. But, you know, maybe today's the one against that.
You digress.
I do not digress in the slightest.
I think he's doing a very good job of ignoring us, though, because I don't think I've seen him flinch at any of those comments so far.
He's been getting himself used to it. We are over at the beautiful Guild area right now, as we do continue to try and get our players into the lobby. Gom doesn't know. Gom's like, who knows? When are we going to get in? I think Stumpy should just have to 2v1 this.
Honestly. That sounds like a lot of fun. I
reckon he's got it.
We got Ethan into Rocket League. It's slow progress for Ethan, but he's almost there.
He's trying to remember the password. He's trying to remember where the verification for the password is.
Cole's trying to remember how to play the game.
It's been... Cole's fully on the grind at the moment. I'm impressed. Cole does this every single time. Like, he's either off or he is on. He does not do an in-between. Cool Cole is a man on a mission lately. He's been doing the rings training packs. He's been doing shots you shouldn't miss. He's playing 2s with me. I even saw him play a 1v1 the other day. That didn't go very well, but hey, he's still trying. Is this the planned 2v2 sitting position?
That is absolutely horrifying. You know, we call him Stumpy Goblin.
Yeah.
That is a goblin pose right there in terms of sitting. Both these, I think that is fairly ominous. Seeing Gom and, in fact, Cole sitting under a sign saying who's the final boss.
What I think is incredible here is that I don't think I've seen Cole even acknowledge that the game's delayed. Like, he is locked in. He's ready to go.
Absolutely.
Cole will face anybody on the field. Not necessarily win it, but he will face them on the field.
Gladly, no complaints. Goes up against Gom, loses 15-0, nothing.
Oh, that's a good... 5 games.
5 games.
Louis P, because he's on the opposite side, versus Cool Cole.
How many goals is...
Does Cole get any?
I reckon 1 or 2.
You know what, I'm going to agree, but it happens in game 5. I reckon Louis gets bored of winning. All right, let's go opposite side. Let's go opposite side. Stumpy Goblin against Gom.
Oh, that is... Stumpy's not getting a single one.
I don't think he's getting a single goal. And I actually don't think that's necessarily on Stumpy. I don't think it's in Gom's interests to ever allow... Like, he won't get bored. He will be 20-0 up and disappointed that it's not at 30.
Yeah, he's got a reputation to uphold. He's got a reputation to uphold. I think Louis will just sort of mess around for a bit. Unfortunately, let 1 or 2 in to Cole, and then sort of think, all right, I'll sweep him. Take all 5 games. Don't let him have one.
Oh, I'm seeing interaction. I'm seeing movement.
That is a name and password.
Oh, don't show it. Stumpy, move to the left a little bit. We just need to cover the keyboard. There we go. Oh, top man. There it is. Nobody will ever guess it.
He's straightened up for the first time today.
He's ready to go.
The funny thing is, he straightened up for the first time today, and it got out of the way of the box for the name and password rather than into it.
Listen, Stumpy will always have your back, or at least cover the keyboard.
He's got enough back to share.
It's a very tall back.
Very tall man. Looks like they are getting locked in now, though.
It does. All right, Stumpy tried gamer position for a little while, realized he didn't like it.
Ooh,
and it looks like video gaming is about to happen.
There's a stare off between the Ginger and the Goblin.
I don't know. I preferred Cole where he was. I preferred locked in Cole. Now he's acknowledging the world around him.
He's broken out of it.
No. I want him locked back in. No, stop pointing. Cool Cole, lock in. No, Cool Cole, that's how you lose this.
Nuggets already had enough goal. Nuggets just trying to stay locked in. He is focused.
He is. So here we go. These are your players taking to the field. Not necessarily naming any names when it comes to why it took us so long, but Cole was perfectly fine. I believe Nugget was completely fine. Stumpy was completely fine. Hi, Ethan. Anyway, nothing about that whatsoever. But it is Team Harrie who have decided to go for Cole and Nugget against Team Stevie, Stumpy, and Ethan. I do believe Team Harrie have a sizable advantage in this one. Just because if I was to compare the names next to each other, I think Cole would be stronger in twos than Stumpy. I think Nugget would be stronger than Ethan. And I believe I am immediately correct!
Well done.
My first prediction in the last month.
Looks like...
Yeah, that's a speed kickoff. Yeah, there we go.
Looks like that large head is finally being put to use. Shogun? I'm not going to say anything.
It is a round head at the LAN right now, so we are going to take advantage of that. All right, I like that. Ethan recognizing that the speed kickoff was being used.
Oh, double touch from Stumpy.
Stumpy, I want Stumpy to go full ball chase. I feel like we've learned this at this point. When you're taking on like the higher level players, you can't...
Well, Stumpy!
Oh, dearie me. Yeah, that's getting remembered. That was the chance.
Cole is going to bring that just unbrought up.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, good fake there from Ethan.
We'll say it's fake. I agree.
Always give the benefit of the doubt. Always. Stumpy Goblin now off the wall.
It's just Stumpy has a runaway chance here. Can put it in towards center.
He's asking a lot of himself.
Oh. Tell you what, he was only about 20 meters off of that.
I'm actually impressed that he went for it, though. I'm so happy that he's going for it. You can't, in a match like this, sit there and wait for the game to happen around you. He has to go every single time. Nugget already on his way up, and Ethan's now trying to meet him. Here's Cole. First time I've really seen him on the ball. Goes backboard off the follow-up, shut down by Stumpy.
Training packs haven't quite kicked in. I don't think we had any training packs today, so you can use that excuse later. But in terms of 2v2, Nugget still looking good. Stumpy on goals, but it is good pressure from Nugget. He's doing exactly as he thought he would do. Just run with the ball, run with the game, put pressure on, and he's found 2 goals so far.
Yeah, Cole with a good idea there called give ball to teammate. It's maybe a strategy that I think a lot of people haven't necessarily learned when it comes to twos. It's usually quite 1v2 heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, Nugget's going to have some time to work with. Powers the ball. Stumpy wasn't expecting it, and he's been caught out. Again, I don't want to have a go at Stumpy here, because when you play against players like this, the power that they get genuinely shocks you. It's horrible.
It is the Rocket League jump scare. Suddenly, it comes flying at you out of nowhere.
You get used to playing at your rank.
Yes.
And the rank that you play at You can expect somebody to miss hit on occasion. Maybe the ball just hits into the ceiling, crashes into the floor. Nugget is not doing that. Nugget can hit it hard. So here's Stumpy now moving on in. Oh, gets a bump on Nugget. Ethan, no, not around to take advantage of that. Genuinely, I'll be so impressed if Team Stevie get a goal here. And that's not me trying to be like, oh, Team Harrie on this. Genuinely, I think they will do well.
I think it's coming, though. I actually do genuinely think it's coming.
I think they've got that wild card. Stumpy Goblin doesn't miss either. If you give Stumpy a chance, he scores. Ethan ends up getting blocked, and it was Cole on the follow-up. Save Stumpy, save Ethan. Still 3-0.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, surely, ref, surely!
One goal for Team Stevie.
Oh,
Nuggets, just on the backflip.
That's Cole's kind of maybe messed him up a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit.
Just a teeny tiny little bit. If you're looking at the camera on the bottom right, by the way, Nugget has just quickly locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Smile is gone. Stumpy taking his time. Cool call on his way. Beats him on the 1v1, gets the pass. Oh, that's a little bit too far from Ethan, who ends up having to delay. That actually could be another one.
There is an opportunity here. Can Stumpy get to it? Yes, he can. The
Oh,
shot.
wait a minute.
Oh, it's on target. Stumpy Goblin flying up in the air and finding the angle to score. Nugget too slow for that.
Genuinely, this would be a shock. But
A welcome one.
I'm very invested in this game now. If Stumpy wins this, we will never hear the end of it. And you know what? Rightfully so.
I think we're slowly starting, both teams slowly starting to lock in. Both of them starting to bring together a tactic. Nugget.
I don't want tactics from Stumpy and Ethan. I don't want it.
Oh, there's the tactic. Run into each other.
Oh no, did they NRG this?
Yes, they did.
Oh no!
Anyway.
And yeah,
Yep.
it was just in a peripheral. A little bit of a bop. A little bit of a boop on the snoot. Well, that's all momentum gone.
I mean, they scored 2 goals.
They did.
From behind.
They did. That seems to be the
Second
MO
scorer.
today. Leads are not safe.
And to be fair, as well, Louis P was leading before he ended up losing overtime.
Oh, Ethan actually 1v1 against Cole. Goes for the low challenge. That could have bounced anywhere. If Ethan could have just killed that one. Would have been straight on through. But again, Team Stevie are doing what they have to do. They're in all-out chase mode. Do not ever slow it down. The boost totals actually look a little bit rough. Cole's had none for a while. Finally grabbed something. Nugget Task were trying to get rid of it. Everyone's just staving off him. And that right there is the reason why you had to try and chase him down. The first time they hesitated, and it goes on in.
Giving Nugget
Oh,
so
dear.
much time.
Yeah, I think Stumpy
much
just couldn't figure out how to get in. I think Ethan was on the same path as him. So on the rotation out, Stumpy's trying to get in, and that main path was then blocked off. So just a missed rotation from both players. Ethan 0 boost. Goes
what a
underneath!
fake! Let's take a moment to appreciate this. Straight off kickoff, great control from Ethan. Nugget forced into a jumper. I didn't think he had to jump that early.
He did not.
Ethan immediately knew what he had to do, took it under. And Stevie, Team Stevie's back into this.
I'll tell you what, I might have underestimated Ethan. He has been exactly what his teams needed him to be. Fast, cuts rotation an awful lot. Happy just to go. And usually, if you hear that about a ranked teammate, you'd hate every single bit of it. But in a match like this one, you need it. Stumpy then goes, sets off Cool Cole, means that he can't get anything else. Nugget off the wall, fakes the challenge, but Ethan keeps on going. Not falling for any fakes, he's just going to go.
It is a bit of a nervy moment when he does go and Stumpy's just left behind, sort of thinking. He is adjusting a little bit more. He was in a better position for that opportunity. As Ethan tries to run away, Nugget will get that, and Cole getting in the way. That's a phenomenal play from Cole, actually.
That might be the most cathartic goal that Cole has ever seen go in, and he didn't even have to score it by himself. Just keep on hitting him. Stumpy's car barely moved. I'm kind of shocked by that. That's kind of the joy of using the flatter cars, I suppose.
Cole Cole also being called a coward in chat by Stumpy, which I think he should take it back now, especially...
Yeah, this game's gone now.
That one's gone. Yeah.
This would, yeah, 2's a lot more difficult to make this up in compared to 1's. 1's, I'd still be looking at this going, this is more than winnable.
We hyped it up at the start enough, but this is a very good win for Team Harrie.
Oh, this is going to be 7-0.
With Nugget on that side, the extra point, it's a beautiful moment. Last 30 seconds, though, Ethan cannot find a way past with that control. I think with 4 goals left, this is going to have to be a great series of kickoffs. After this goal coming right up.
Yeah.
Right up.
5. I'm going to give you help here. 3,
4,
2.
Ethan.
It's not gone very well for you there, May, as much as this has not gone very well for Team Stevie up to this point. They now look towards their qualifier, who will be in the next 2 games. Luke Capo, I hope you can react well under pressure, my friend, because your team's going to need you. Team Harrie now have won the last 2 games, and they are 7-0 up on the scoreboard.
Luke watching that happen as well. He will be behind his team. He will be supporting them as best as he possibly can, but does rest on his shoulders now just a little bit to take the next few games. Just a little bit.
I think Cole's just realised he's got to play again in a moment. As we do have the 3v3 game coming up very soon. So again, for those of you just joining us, we've got 3s, then 2s, then 1s yet again. We will be playing every single one of those regardless of what happens.
Yep, so we still have 3 more games to go. No matter what, 2 of them, in fact, I think 2 of them, we do have overlap between Nuggets' next game and Luke's next 2.
The debut.
The debut of
Luke. He's not even had a chance to take to the field just yet, and he's already seen his team 7 points behind. But Team Harrie, your team seems to be smashing it at the moment. Congratulations.
Oh, that was, in fact, round 2 in the showdown, sponsored by Guild and Samsung Neo QLED. And we have our winning team member here. Sorry, Stevie.
I'm so sad.
Well, that's sort of how competition works. Like, we'd be sad otherwise. We'd rather me be sad,
well,
right?
I mean, we would be slightly less sad because, you know, we've already won the first game.
True.
But
What I'm thinking,
there's still time, Stevie.
when we arrived today, they said you're both going to have a lovely little Samsung tablet each. This one here went, no, I'd like a clipboard, a managerial clipboard.
I'm
and I'm now
old-fashioned,
thinking,
all right?
this was the right move. She
That's
looks like a
true.
proper manager. And
You've got to
she's
go bald
absolute-
first, and then you'll be Pep
That's the
Guardiola
lucky
level
charm.
management.
That's what's
next.
happening here. I'm honestly so sad. I'm thinking about throwing myself in the next game.
Yeah,
So I
he
think
wants, he wants
what
to
the
come and
team's
play.
missing.
What I would say is that Rocket League is known for its reverse sweeps. So
Yes.
there is still a chance that and I'm known for throwing.
There was also almost a slight comeback as well during that game.
They played well, yeah.
I was also cheering, you know, your team on, Stevie, because
Which was
I'm
weird.
someone that starts to feel a bit bad for the underdog after a while, I think.
Oh, great.
So,
Pity.
yeah.
Pity is not what we
I'll
want.
be honest, I sort of do the same thing. That's why
Yeah.
I'm not a great competitor. I'll be winning by
I
a
am
lot. and
terrible at
thinking, it would be
competition.
cool if they came back.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
inevitably they
exactly.
do.
You didn't want that when you're playing.
Maybe you let the pressure
True.
off a little bit and then they
That's
started
true.
to make a
How
comeback.
are you feeling at the moment knowing you're 7 points closer to winning that Samsung TV?
It's not bad at all, yeah. I mean, 7-0 up, you know, better than a Brazil at the moment, which is a 7-1. We've got Foxy to come in for the 3s as well, which is exciting.
What it actually is that I went and spoke to my team earlier and they all said, we've already got lovely Samsung TVs, but what we don't have is an Xbox controller each.
That's true.
So they're losing on purpose because they want the controllers and they
Exactly,
want
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
to have
That's
the
it. That's all
TVs.
it is.
Everyone's happy with that.
Yeah, yeah.
We're hoping at some point we're going to get to watch some of the gameplay here. So we're looking at the final 2 goals here.
Oh, yeah,
I think
here we go.
You finally took part in the game
What
at
do you
some
mean
point
finally?
towards the end there,
Look,
didn't you?
okay, I've got Nugget in there. Okay, he's qualified
Nugget
into
is
this.
just honestly incredible. Like,
He's
I
a great
wasn't
player.
expecting this level of skill.
Here he is,
to be
here he
honest.
is.
Oh, that's me getting
Man of the
involved.
moment.
There you
That's the
are.
winner. Without that, the comeback was definitely. Look at me stop. I know
Yeah.
I've scored. It's fine. I don't need to celebrate. It's all
I
good.
think, were you not just a bit in shock?
No.
Your
Harrie, manager.
your own
management
managers.
leader of mine. Confident all the way through.
What an absolutely incredible game. Again, like these been very good games. This one not so threatening as
Wasn't
as
as
the one
close
previous.
as the previous
It
game.
definitely wasn't
The
as
comeback
close.
was on for a while though.
True.
So, things have definitely started to heat up here, and now we're going to show you guys a quick advert with our sponsor, Samsung.
Wow. Did you just say wow?
Now, the Samsung Gaming Hub brings together the biggest console and streaming games from Xbox and other industry-leading partners, all in one place. With no download, storage limits, or console required, just turn on your TV and play. And play we will. As it stands, the Showdown, powered by Guild and Samsung Neo QLED, it's 7-0 to Harrie's team. We're going to hand back over to Shogun and RW, and let's see if the reverse sweep is on.
Hope.
Well, I have a question for you. Do you believe?
I do.
You do?
Yep.
I don't.
I want a good old-fashioned reverse yes.
Yeah?
As we say in the business.
Well, let's have a look at these teams. You've got Nugget, Foxy, and Cole against Luke Capo, Louis P, and Ethan. And as good as Nugget has been, Louis P is taken to the field now, and both of these teams can get 4 points for a win.
Exactly. Not only that, but Luke will be in the next 2 matches in a row, which will take Stevie 8-7 up.
Yes, I think this is going Stevie's way on this one. I just see the team, I see the players in there. I was very pleasantly surprised by how much Ethan was doing in his match just a moment ago. Add Louis P in there. I think that's very difficult to overcome.
Yeah, I think we were both surprised about how good Ethan was playing.
Yeah.
In terms of that game, he adapted brilliantly. I think the coach mentality that I brought up briefly, that did kick in.
Yeah.
And he realized how he could get jumps out of Nugget to be able to drive underneath and fake him out and bring Stumpy in as well. Just a little bit. I mean, Stumpy...
Just chase. Just tell Stumpy to chase. He's good
exactly.
for that. And I love the way that they went about that one. So now that I've seen that Ethan does have that kind of pace on his side, yeah, you add Louis. Very, very quick squad that is going on here. But one thing that's going against them is the pressure of it all. I mean, this is as must-win as it gets.
Absolutely. Win, and it's over. Team Harrie will take the showdown, and everything else will be a consolation prize.
At that point, 11-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would that would kind of be out of the window at that point, because the most, I believe, then that Stevie's team could score would be 7. So
yeah.
it would be done. Quick reminder again that we are playing through all 5 rounds, no matter what. As we try and see if we can beat our PB for getting into the lobby. I am seeing every single screen that I can see right now on Rocket League.
That does look very Rocket League.
And you've got Coach Stumpy Goblin behind you. Let's see what happens here. Must win Team Stevie.
Here we go. Luke Poe very quickly get into the game, which I think is also a very good sign. Luke needs to be up to speed with Louis, with Ethan, but all of them need to be singing from the same hymn sheet as it is.
Oh, Nugget, is that open? No, Luke Capo will be back. Not only is he back, but he could control the ball. Stars 100 boost. Nugget on the half rotation. That's just across the face of goal, but double commit in your opponent's corner. That tends to leave it open for the counter-attack.
Luke Poe dropping it down. Louis there. Can't quite find him. And again, it's good signs. Luke is immediately trying to get involved with the plays. Very confident. Very good sign in terms of this match and the all-important one after.
Yes.
In terms of this competition, in terms of the showdown itself.
What is interesting is that if Team Stevie can win the next 2, they actually go up. It'll be 8-4, I mean 8-7, I believe, at that point. Off the backboard. One more. Louis P realizes he can't get the double. Instead, goes for the play. Wipes out the keeper. 1-0.
Absolutely phenomenal adaptation coming in from Louis P. He realizes, as you say, that's completely out of reach. But I tell you what, it's in reach for Luke. Get him involved. He's been here the entire time. He gets a goal to his name. I think he'll be chasing after Nugget in terms of goals scored in the event today. A bit of bragging rights between our qualification winners. And again, good sign for Team Stevie, as they do have possession and pressure, but they just let it be relinquished for a moment.
Here's the player I'm very interested by, Cool Cole. Going across, goes for the air dribble. I do like the idea, just try and take the 2 players out. Now he's put the ball over the top. Cool Cole rips Team Stevie apart.
What is going on here? It's Luke get bumped.
Oh, it's too easy for him.
Where's the third? Where's Ethan gone? There he is. Hello, Ethan. Good of you to join the defense.
Cool Cole difference.
Cool Cole difference, indeed.
The corner. Luke ends up getting beat to it, and a recovery from Nuggets. Louis P, good recovery from him. Just holds it on the backboard. Cole immediately tries to go for it. And Ethan's having an argument with the post. And it's an argument that nobody's ever won.
It's not a good time to be in that argument with the woodwork. 3 minutes to go, still tied 1 apiece. But this time, the shoe's on the other foot. Team Harrie with all the pressure at the moment. Team Stevie, we were getting a little bit of respite, and in fact, moving up the pitch with it, the ball. LuP taken out of the play. And again, calm for Team Harrie. A lot less chasing, a lot calmer from Team Stevie. It did get them that first goal. Just a little bit of patience and a quick dive in. But now, it is allowing a lot of pressure for Team Harrie to come through.
Louis gets bumped. I'll find the follow-up from there, but still, Cool Cole, who has pre-jumped for some reason. I feel like he could have had himself a little bit more reaction time than that, but still, doesn't care at the moment. He's the one that's got his team back into it. He's still a net positive for his team, and Ethan again has struggled a little bit. Cole chases ahead, tries to find Louis. Who's there for the follow? Who's there for the follow? Who's there for the follow? That's going to be a question that might be ringing through the ears for quite some time. There's a good save there from Nuggets.
Qualification winners again going up against each other. Again, Team Harrie, everything switched over once again. That boost control playing into the hands of Team Stevie. They're able to put together attacks a little bit quicker.
Maybe shockingly in this one, I have been a little bit more impressed by Team Harrie up to this point in the game. I think Team Stevie mechanically have got quite the advantage, but there's been a few mistakes. And now there was another one. If Foxy puts that on target, who knows if that one goes in. Luke Capo, 1v2. Nugget has none of it. 0 boost for Ethan. I think Ethan's been the one that's been struggling in this one. As good as he was in the twos, I think he's struggling to find his feet in this one.
Just that extra player on the pitch can confuse you as Nuggets.
Okay, well, I'm not counting it as a caster curse.
It looked like Nugget was caught out, but I think that was actually a little bit of a bump on the back lines as someone flew into the opposition net. Little bump, momentum took them away, so it was still a mistake from Team Harrie as they flew up the pitch, trying to chase after the ball, but still very well capitalized on by Team Stevie. It's Luke Capo blocking out Nugget. That is the definition of a 50-50 right there. Ethan and Nugget getting in each other's way. Here's another shot. That's 3-1 to Stevie. Fist bumps all round. Stumpy trying to also get involved with the fist bumps as well. Just awkwardly sticking out a lanky hand to try and get a fist bump as well. But Team Stevie, they'll be very happy with this. 56 seconds to go. We've seen this sort of lead happen for Team Stevie before. They won't want it to repeat itself as it did in Game 1 today.
It's a miss there from Nugget, but anything like that might actually help his cause for now as Foxy moves back in, requires a little bit of support. Louis P just too quick. Now for the infield, and that could have gone anywhere. 40 seconds, Foxy again. We need to see something soon here from Team Harrie. No follow-up. Nugget off the wall. He's got Cole in support, doesn't even need him. Drops it back down. Cool Cole blocked by his teammate. That's so unfortunate, but they're still going. 1 goal between them.
What is going on for Team Stevie here? Ethan's on Luke.
Cole's actually bullying Ethan in the back.
Oh, poor Luke. He backflipped twice on the line.
If this is your first time watching a Rocket League event, I want you to know that's the pinnacle right there. It doesn't get better.
Would you say it's Rocket League, though?
I want to see this ball go in now.
Okay.
Oh,
Luke!
I got my wish.
There you go. Excellently taken by Luke, though. Gets up fields. That excellent taking.
It's the ancient art. It's the ancient art. Sensei Maki Doodah. How do I play this? Don't hit the ball.
The secret is you don't.
Speak to other Sensei Greasy Meister. Double commit and also miss the ball. All of these shall work forever. Such is the game. Are we going to get a fake? Oh, Foxy tried! And Nugget didn't believe. Well, Team Stevie have got a way back into this. 7-4. And if they win the next one, in the driver's seat.
Not only in the driver's seat, in the lead going to the last game. And they've made the most of their 2 extra points. They get through this next stage. Stumpy was very happy about that.
I'd hope so. I would hope so.
Very involved in that one.
I can imagine Stumpy being a very involved coach. Especially considering, you know, there's no headsets on here. There's just open comms. You hear from the opponent on the team, oh, I've got it. Okay, I'm heading over that way. So here is the confirmation. Team Harrie 7, Team Stevie 4. And I think that is Team Harrie maybe have used up now their chances to get their 4 points.
Yeah, that is a very big moment, like you said. Getting Nugget out the way early on to try and sort of get that lead early. When you don't get that second win, it does slightly backfire, but considering the games we have left, this is a tricky 2v2 that is up for grabs in terms of Luke, and then the final game, the grand finale for the day. Gom and Louis, first game today didn't go that well for Louis, so still question marks there.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely make arguments that at times it was going incredibly for Louis, but unfortunately wasn't able to go ahead and get the win just there. So, from what we've seen up to this point, messy Rocket League, but it has been incredible. And Stevie, your team has bounced back.
That is what we like to see. Oh, it was scary. I'd also like to say they were really playing like a team. Unlike that last 2v2 where your Nugget had to take control completely for Cole. That game,
we got the job
all
done.
3 of them on the scoreboards, playing like a team. It was beautiful, beautiful Rocket League.
It was a very exciting match to watch. I always find 3v3s to be like just so fun to watch
There's a
because
lot
there
going
is
on.
so much going on. Like, and the atmosphere is always so high for a 3v3 because there's just so much tension. Like everyone's playing basically. So
That was the perfect game for my team. We're now 7-4 down.
yeah.
In the next 2v2, I've gone for Luke Capo again, my qualifier, which means if we win it, we actually go 8-7 up.
Yeah, well, I've also got my qualifier in the next game as well, so it could get us an extra point there too.
If you win the next round, you've won. We've finished. You've won already, and then we'll just have a little consolation 1v1 game.
It's just been so incredible so far, honestly. Like, I think it's been such a good matchup. Last game was a little bit, you know, the matchup wasn't quite there, but this one, so much more balanced.
That one,
so much more balanced.
Absolutely loved it. And now I think it's time for us to take a look at some of those goals from that game as well, which I am more than happy to relive.
Yeah.
Not more than happy to relive this one. I love that Nugget made the save against his own team, but unfortunately still managed to get the goal from
Some of the
Foxy
saves
there.
are really good this whole game too. Like, it's just unfathomable to me how they can get themselves in these positions. Like, I can barely get off the floor when I play Rocket League, so.
Oh,
anything,
no, it turns
this
out.
standard looks incredible.
Here we go, come on. There it is, there it is. Nice little goal there from Luke, my qualifier.
Yeah.
I think he scored 3 in the end of that game. Oh no, he scored 2.
Almost save too. Oh, so
It's close, but 4-2. Easy, easy win.
So, yeah, incredible game, huh?
I'm buzzing. I'm
very excited for the next one.
It's all to play for. The reverse sweep is
I like
on.
that your team made it. As much as I want my team to win, I like that your team made a comeback because it adds that element of competition.
I mean, we'd be finished already.
I was cheering your team on that time. I will say I was cheering your team on.
It's not very good at this manager stuff. You're meant to hate us through and through.
I'm bad at competition. Okay, I want to see everyone go home with something, and luckily they will. So a reminder that today, not only will the winning team, you know, get the honor of having the victory, but they will also be going home with a Samsung TV. However, the runners-up, which, you know, maybe your team.
It's looking like mine at the moment, but
we'll see. We'll see.
Could all
Well,
change.
before it was looking a lot like it would be your team. But yeah, the runners-up won't leave empty-handed. They will also be going home with an Xbox controller.
And of course, for the ultimate 4K gaming TV, Samsung's Neo QLED QN90B 4K TV delivers the ultimate contrast, flawless color, and incredible surround sound.
So, yes.
Time for the
done.
penultimate round.
I think it is time, yeah. We'll be handing back over to our commentators for the next round.
You know, every single time I've ever heard of a bad winner, it's not usually like this. It's usually a little bit more toxic, but Harrie's a bad winner in terms of she doesn't know how to accept that she is winning.
Yeah, there's no excitement over there.
I feel like she just doesn't want to gloat or anything. Like, she has seen who's on her team, right? There will be gloating. She will not be able to prevent it. So here is what is taking to the field. Foxy and Nugget are up against Luke Capo and Stumpy. If Team Harrie win this, it's all done.
All done, and finally, Surely Harrie's going to have a bigger celebration than she's had this entire day.
I reckon it's holding in until the end of the 1v1 in round number 5.
Possibly.
Which we will be playing no matter what. So we've already seen Cole earlier on playing very well. He's not in this one. It's now Foxy taking over for him. Stumpy now doesn't have Ethan's helping hand either. And as good as I think Stumpy was playing in that previous one, I think Ethan had a large part to do with it, where he was kind of shadowing, trying to cover the spots that Ethan wasn't. I'm not quite sure. Luke Capo's maybe the biggest wild card I have coming into this match.
He played extremely well in that 3v3 match, it has to be said. I think we were a little bit surprised by how well he was able to start melding with his two teammates going for that, Ethan and Louis P. Can he do the same with Stumpy is going to be the question mark. And a cursory glance, I'm going to say no. Stumpy is...
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Fake kickoff to start off. Oh, and that was incredibly dangerous. Stumpy Goblin!
Stumpy Goblin!
He's trying to lock in. He's trying to lock in. Don't let him. Don't let him.
If he was asked, Stumpy, what are you doing? His response would probably be something along the lines of, my best.
Well, I'm hoping that no matter what the result is here, that we do get a Stumpy interview out of this, because that should be the first, second, and if we've got time for a third question, all of those.
It's a good set of questions, actually.
I think he just got absolutely blindsided by the fact that there was still a player around, but that's what happens on the fake challenges as Nugget over to Foxy, 2-0, and this is looking worrisome.
Here comes Nugget. Fakes out the second touch. Luke adapts well, but unfortunately, I think that's exactly what Nugget wanted. Force the save out of Luke. Net's wide open for Foxy.
Oh, wait a minute. That is an incredibly quick kickoff. Foxy tries to delay some time. Stumpy just not close enough for now. Stumpy, no. Stumpy, you're not going up that wall, buddy.
You know, the confidence is admirable, but...
I feel like that was almost arrogance.
Oh, how Icarus flew towards the sun. Ooh, almost gets around Foxy there, but that's immediately cut out. Luke, second opportunity, stays at the midfield line. Here comes Nugget. The other side of the qualifiers. Stumpy just gets the challenge out of Nugget. In towards the center again, but there's no one playing that. Luke whiffs the play. Foxy out towards the side. Blocked out by Stumpy again.
You know what? I take it all back. Stumpy, go full send. I don't think this works any other way. Stumpy has to be that guy, I think, in this lobby. Just... It's all good. It's all good. Didn't lead to anything. Put that out of your mind. Never happened.
Oh, Stumpy.
Infield. Stumpy!
Oh! Stumpy Goblin!
Goblin mode on the field! Doesn't even... Not even a smile. Oh, Stumpy Goblin. He expects it of himself.
Good play off the ball by Luke, but that is a phenomenal shot by Stumpy. Well placed, out of the way of everyone. And once again, it's a 1-goal deficit that they can make the most of. Here comes Luke.
Nugget has had an incredibly high ceiling, and he's had holes in the floorboards. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't dip down enough.
Stumpy needs to get back.
Stumpy needs to probably just hit the ball. There we go.
There we go.
Double commit shouldn't hurt too much. They will be able to recover in time, but now it's a little bit awkward.
Oh. Great play from Foxy. Again, a lot of these challenges have been about just waiting out your opponent. And Foxy does it just there. Waits until the last possible moment that Luke can actually use that flip to get in the way of the ball. Uses his to bring it down in the way of the teammate.
Yeah, Stumpy as well kind of crept forward a little bit there. Was maybe hoping for the best and ended up getting hit by the worst. As Foxy just waits for him over on the backboards. Double demo means that Foxy up the wall. First touch let him down. Decides to go for the musty instead off the backboard. Couldn't find the target, and now Stumpy Goblin against Nugget. I'm scared for you there, Nugget. Not because it's likely he's going to score on you, but because you'll never hear the end of it if he does. Oh. Looks like that was so disrespectful.
That was such excellent timing. It looked like the floor demoed him as opposed to a wild opposition
The floor
player.
is lava.
The floor is indeed lava.
Oh, that's actually just slightly off target. I was kind of rooting for that one to go in. As Team Harrie are kind of cantering to a victory at the moment.
Almost a big moment there. Foxy taking control. Stumpy again. This full send Stumpy, this Goblin mode Stumpy, is coming into Bloom at the moment. It's been working out very well.
Oh, Luke got caught out, but thanks to Foxy and his teammate getting each other's way, this will stay at 3-1. Luke with Stumpy in the midfield, decides to fake it out. That's not working. Stumpy, oh, he's actually managed to catch one out. Nugget immediately in, gathers up the play. Now Stumpy has to make contact. This game is still there or thereabouts. They need a big play. That is not it. Oh, that is it.
Here we go. Luke versus Foxy. Foxy just about wins out by parrying that over the bar. Stumpy can't put it in towards the center. Luke has to make this save here. Does so without drop to Nugget. Nugget's taken away from him. Luke Poe, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Could have left that for Stumpy, but let's be honest. Why are you leaving it for Stumpy?
The wild card. I'd leave it for Stumpy. I believe in him. Actually, if there's anything I've seen from Stumpy over the last month or so, everything else in Rocket League he can't do. Hitting the ball really hard on target is something that he does very well. Like, that's the only place where the skills put points in.
Honestly, I was about to correct myself as well, considering the first goal, how well that was taken.
I've seen Stumpy Goblins score goals against Oxygen. I've seen him score them against Moist. Oh, and there's gonna score! Oh, no, it's off the post!
Luke is just in the wrong position, but that was a very difficult read, considering where that rebounded off of. Something got them off the back lines. Foxy plays upfield in towards the center. Luke should be back in time, but no.
All right, Harrie, I think you've got 22 seconds to perfect the smug face.
Let's have a look.
It's in the works. It's in the works.
She's thinking about it.
I mean, Stevie's pacing at this point. I think he knows that this is gone.
Both fake kickoffs, I think.
I feel like they just had a gentleman's agreement to let that one go past. Head into the final few moments, and this will put Team Harrie up 11 points to 4. An unassailable lead. We will still play the final 1v1. Maybe Luke. Get one more for the board.
Yes. Excellently taken on land. He'll remember that for a while. Look at this.
I mean, if they coordinate right now, and I'm talking both teams.
Yes.
I think. No, wait, no, you can't score in 1 second. I
think you can, just about. It has to be a very, very good shot.
That's not how it's done, though.
Also, that kickoff has to be straight on kickoff.
Well, that is victory secured for Team Harrie. 11 points on the board. They enter double digits, and they enter into the winner's circle. Stevie's team now playing for the pride. And I think, more important than anything else, Louis P is running it back for his own pride.
Exactly. Get it back to 1-1. This time, maybe try keeping the lead instead of letting it go for entertainment. But I'm sure he'll be thinking about this entire time, just waiting for the moment to run it back.
So here is how the scores now stand. Unassailable. I was hoping we could slowly Photoshop Stevie's face so he gets a little bit more frowny each and every time we come back to it. But Team Harrie has gone and won it. Nugget came through massively. He won 2 of his games that he took to the field on. Secured so many points for his squad. And they are the victors of this event.
One more time. One more game to go.
I'm switching sides on that one. I'm hoping that we can make this look nice and close. I think 14-4 is a little harsh. Given what we had seen up to this point.
11-7, a little bit more satisfying.
11-7, I think, is a fair result.
We can go
Especially after a freeze game.
Yes.
Especially after the one. You know what? All of these have been relatively close. Maybe not the last game that we just saw, but I think 3 of the 4 have been able to go potentially either way. I'm curious though. Before we go over there, who do you have in that 1v1?
I think Louis is going to fix up a lot of the problems, but. At the same time, Gom is going to have fixed his own problems of being a little bit too patient, waiting back. But I'm going to stand by Louis. I think he's going to just about take it.
All right, well, congratulations to Team Harrie. You have gone ahead and won it. Back over to you.
Well, well, well.
I feel like your team has just ruined this whole stream because there's still another game to play, but you've already
There
won.
is still another game to play, but it's nice to play it anyway and see how many points you can get from it, surely. Or, well, I mean, it'd be a bit demeaning to you if my team also won again and then didn't get any more points, but...
Comms have just said in my ear that Luke's last goal was so good that we automatically win.
To be honest, I did agree with that. I feel like the last goal was incredible. I said to Stevie, I was like, your team should win just for that goal. Very good.
I agree. So therefore,
I'm the worst competitor. I'm like always rooting for the other team. I promise my team, you're fantastic. You're really good. But yeah.
How are you feeling about that, Stumpy?
feeling all right. I think ultimately their team, they did a very good job. It's all very nice vibes over there as well, considering we're playing for fantastic prizes. We're all happy that we get those Xbox controllers. Regardless, I can smash up the old one that I've got. I'm lost on that. It means nothing to me. It's awful. That was the problem. I'm going to come back and I'm going to win Worlds this year with the Xbox controller.
That's what I'm saying. You guys were losing on purpose for those controllers.
I need a new one.
So are you going to the Worlds?
Yes, yeah, I'm going to be at Worlds. Yeah, I'm going to be casting.
Not going to be playing though.
Not going to be playing. I mean, if any teams want me,
I'm going to throw it out there. Probably not.
Okay. Well, you are my captain, so maybe instill a little bit of confidence in me. Or
I'm going to throw it out there. You've got every chance, especially with the new controller.
Thanks, mate. Yes. That's what I needed. Cheers.
So what's it like casting at Worlds compared to what this is today?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Like at the previous Worlds, it was like 14,000 people,
I think. Big arena.
It was huge in Dallas, Texas. So it was like just so many excited Americans just going crazy for like all of their teams. It's the most incredible feeling. If anybody can get out to any RLCS LAN, you've got to go do it. The next one's in Boston, then Worlds is going to be in Germany for 2 weeks. So head out there. I'd love to say hi to anybody who's going to be there as well. It's just the best party in the world.
Beautiful. And whilst we're talking about that, let's have a look at something else you've done, which is pretty special.
Oh.
You may have lost, but you did score a goal.
I did score a goal. Wait, what was this? This was such a good pass. That pass is a belter. I just swipe it across the net. Yeah, a wrong wheeled. Look at that, look at that.
Do you know what?
That's just straight off fist. We fist bumped after every goal. Even when we conceded, still fist bumps. You got to give them
Sadly, it was all Team Harrie other than that.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fist bumps on their goals. I
saw that actually. I love the atmosphere. You know what? That's what I like about this kind of thing is that like, you know, even though you're losing, the vibe is still high.
Exactly.
That's easy to say for her.
Yeah, you're there, like,
okay, I'd still be happy if I was losing.
Well, it was still a lot of fun. I like seeing the other guys as well. Everyone after goals, when there was a good goal that went in, we're all genuinely going like, hold on, that was sick. Like when Luke scored his goal, they were like, well done, that's really good.
See, everyone is lovely. Yeah. Everyone's lovely to each other, and they're all happy, win or lose. Yeah. Even though I'm
devastated inside. I'm like a smiling clown. Like I'm crying internally.
You don't look sad.
I don't. But I'm crying internally. But I still get my love.
Just to make you feel even more sad about it, I will just give a quick reminder that the winners of the showdown today, powered by Guild and Samsung Neo QLED, do win a brand new Samsung TV each. But it turns out
I don't care.
You are not going to be on that winning team, but you and your teammates will all be receiving an Xbox controller.
Yep.
And speaking of Samsung, we're going to go to a quick ad from our sponsors, Samsung.
Wow. Did you just say wow?
And you can conquer every enemy, even at soaring speeds. 4K 144Hz gaming TV refresh rates eliminate lag with ultra smooth action. All in exquisite ultra high definition detail on the big screen. Samsung's Neo QLED 4K TV and HDMI 2.1 work in perfect synergy with next-gen consoles to deliver an ultra low input lag and ultra responsive gameplay. It cuts out the blue between fast-paced images, so you'll experience ultra smooth lightning, immersive 4K gaming.
And with that, before we head into the next round, it's a big finale now. And even though, you know, you might not be winning, it's still good having everyone play together. It's been an absolutely fantastic tournament. The showdown powered by Guild and Samsung Neo QLED. It's been absolutely incredible. So a big thank you to them as we go into the next round.
The last round might not mean too much in regards to who wins overall, but this game is going back to the start with GOM versus Louis P. So this is Louis' chance to redeem himself. So let's send it back over to Shogun and
Let's go.
RW,
I'm
and let's
excited.
see if Louis can do it for Team Stevie.
Thank you very much. And yes, absolutely. I mean, if you're teammates, you do not want to lose this one twice. You don't want to go into scrims later on today and then you see a mistake, you go, God, what happened? He goes, well, I beat you twice earlier on, so it must be your fault somehow.
Yeah, I think if Gom does win again, we'll know the mystery of why Louis didn't pass to him in like half an hour's time. So.
Well, here we go. The final match to go up on your screens. It will either be 14 points to 4 or 11 points to 7. Either way, Team Stevie loses, but they can lose in some form of style. And we are going to end this in a match that saw a 4-goal comeback from Gom, who was struggling to start us off on today's broadcast. He won it 6-5 in overtime.
So, we run it back. Do we have the same storyline again?
You know what? I'm a boring man, and I have boring predictions. But for once in my life, my predictions are being correct. I believe I'm 4-0 at the moment. I'm going to go perfect here. I'm taking Gom.
Gom? Well, I'm going to stick with Louis. I think I did it at the start of the broadcast. I'll stick with him again.
I'm putting my curse over to you.
I've already got it. You're just giving me a genuinely, anytime...
Have I found somebody worse at predicting than I am?
You have. I think I deliberately just have been cursed with the caster's curse. I just absorb it all from everyone else. And yeah, just any time I cast, done. Louis just giving me a look as well, just why?
How dare you?
What have you done?
You can see the rest of the team behind them, conversing as they've been mentioning. Good vibes we've had all day long. Let's see if that sticks on though, because one's gets a little tilting. And I can guarantee you that maybe the hour-long break that we had between the last 1v1 and this one might have actually been very well needed for Louis P.
He was in the threes game as well.
He was.
And he played extremely well in said threes game as well. So that's going to be a boost for him, knowing that the last game he played, he won and led his team on the pitch.
So 1v1 on the board. Oh, and he's got the early jump and Gom. Well, we'll see if that momentum from earlier on sticks up. That's on the recovery. Gom should be there first. Louis P covers the angle. He's got the 100 boost. That should be 1-0.
Yep. Louis can run away with this. Does so. There's the opener again. Starts off with a Louis P goal. Just as it did in the first game of today.
Should we skip to the part where he scores 3 more?
Nah, you got to let Louis score 3 to start off with.
We'll see if he can pull that off.
A kickoff is a good place to get it, especially in ones. But again, the same issues cropping up with the kickoffs.
Yeah, Louis P had a good advantage with those earlier on. He's not going for outright wins. He's not going for the big get ball, immediately score from kickoff. He's just trying to roll, hit the ball and his car over to the left so he can pick up that 100. Can be difficult though, because those sort of kickoffs tend to go into that middle ground, the no man's land between both of the boosts. Gom doesn't have an extra reset. We appreciate the attempt, and he's going to stick around just trying to kill some time so we can go and get some more boost. No, he's sticking with it, and I don't think that was maybe the greatest decision. He's not going to be anywhere, as we're just going to watch Louis P walk it in.
I think on that camera you could tell Louis P was also watching Gom, just like, look what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm scoring once again.
Why are you going into my corner? Like, why are you doing this to me?
I think Louis was also running across to try and see if he could get a demo and Gom as well, just to rub some more salt into the wounds there. Again, another good kickoff from Louis P.
The follow-up, not so much.
Yep.
Has an argument with the floor this time. Gom's not too far off. He's trying for the mechanics. It's the same as last time. He's a step or two behind. He's again 3 goals behind.
It's just the annoying little touches that Louis P's getting. It's one of those where you want to throw off your opponent, just get a little touch on it, get it away from them just a bit. And the way that Louis is doing it is fast enough that he can get back to it, recover, and then say, oh, I've got the ball here.
It's one of those things at the moment. As we see another kickoff go that way. Gom's got to change something up here. Like, that kickoff just is not working. Flip the other way, approach in a different angle, do anything other than hit it central. Because you can already see Louis P is coming in from the right-hand side and rolling the car across. But I think the general gameplay thing that's a bit frustrating for Gom at the moment is he is attacking in his opponent's corner, and he's doing it boostless. The reason why that's so rough, as we do see actually something different, Gom gets the first kickoff to go his way. But the reason why that's so rough is that any win you get, Louis P still recovers on his own wall. And now you have a one step up compared to what you had last time. Last time it was 4-0, this time it's 5, and just swatted out of his hands.
Louis P turning up the aggression now. I think the tactic now from Louis is just to shut down everything that Gom does.
Just keep doing this.
Don't
look at the scoreboard.
He's got the lead. He can now go, okay, don't look at the scoreboard, we're good. Go after Gom, stop him from doing anything that he wants.
Well, so far, the storyline of this game has been Gom tries a mechanic, it doesn't work, Louis P scores.
Exactly. It's almost the opposite of last time, where Gom was very patient against Louis, let him play. This time Louis decided, all right, I know you're behind, you want to play with your mechanics, I'll let you, I'll block. Simple as that.
And we do know that massive comebacks are possible in ones, but even with over 3 minutes left, we're heading towards the that's not happening territory. As Gom wins the ball, he's got that just on target, and he makes sure of it. That was much required. There's still a long, just keep that one going for about 20 seconds, way to go.
Large mountain to climb, but like we've constantly said, ones, it's a surprisingly easy mountain to climb as well.
Yeah, 5 goals, 4 minutes, 5 seconds. That is not as bad as it could be. Now we're up the wall. Louis P has adjusted his kickoff. On the reset, second reset, backboard!
Oh, save!
That's incredible from Gom. It keeps it in it, and he does get the ball again. That doesn't bounce away. He'd like to see it, though. Has to play it off the backboard. Low boost, goes for the angle. Hasn't got it, hasn't got boost, hasn't got ball, hasn't got a hope. That's 7-1. Brazil on the boards.
Going on holiday, Shogi. Going to Brazil.
That's a long flight.
It is. But it's a lovely holiday.
I don't know if any of you heard that back at home.
Come on, lads. That's one of the weakest breezy flicks I've ever seen.
I think that's why. I think that was you almost got that very wrong.
That was almost a very, very funny whiff that you just got out of the play.
All right, Gom doesn't have touch time here. We already see the pre-jump from Louis P.
There it is.
Well, that's the sort of thing that you do when you're 6 goals up. Louis P, disrespectful might be underplaying what he just tried. But he had it as well, he just went back down.
The adjustment came in, completely missed the ball. And I think a little bit of an adjustment for Gom just to force that play out of him.
I'm surprised that they haven't tried to utilize the fact that they're across from each other. I just start, like, false coaching at this point. I'm going, and then just stay still.
I think they're a little bit too far apart for them to kick each other. I think if Stumpy was there, maybe.
I mean, Stumpy can move. Stumpy can go to the other side.
So can Cole, though. Are we going to start?
Yeah.
Are we in?
It's just a full-on manipulation match.
Shogun, are we inciting a fight?
Look, I'm just saying that if I was over there right now, this would look very different.
Neither of the cars moving at all. Just both.
Hey, if I was on Team Stevie, that's a good thing at this point. Louis P, oh, what a recovery, and he's wiped out for his troubles, but that was incredibly well played just to wave dash back onto the floor. Gom reset, he's tried these so many times, and it just continues to not work. Louis P takes his time, taking quite a bit of time, because he wants to try and hit his opponent on the way through.
Second meme score of the game, owed 8-2 BU.
Isn't that which team is that one?
It's Manchester United versus Arsenal, which hurts me.
I thought it was a Bayern Munich one as well.
I think it was as well, but the original one was Manchester United versus Arsenal, which is one that hurts me personally. It's a very painful one to bring up, which is why I'm happy that Barcelona and Bayern Munich had the same sort of thing happen. Louis P, very calmly taking that out of net. Gom will have to get in the way, just about does. Takes it out towards the side.
Oh, that first touch.
A little bit too heavy.
Just killed the ball onto the floor. There's no bounce, there's nothing you can really do with it.
Gentlemen, you're defending the opposite. Just very different. Very different.
I think they're going for style points at this moment. Maybe just trying to get something cool. All right, Louis P, let's have a look at the mechanic. Oh, it's incredible.
Oh, it's a hook shot.
Oh, my goodness. How's he do it, lads?
Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, 109 kilometers per hour. Whoa. That's a proper hook shot there.
You know, I had Gom on this one, and I respect what he was trying to do more. This game is gone. You could say. That's Louis P. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, go on, right in the middle. No mercy. Let's go.
Comeback is on.
Okay, now, Gom's not necessarily had the kickoffs to this point.
Yep.
And Louis P, I believe, is certainly smart enough to recognize that if he loses 4 kickoffs in a row, that go in to maybe change something. But anything could happen. Just probably not that.
Got 7 seconds for each goal.
Oh, and then just fakes the kick. Ah, that just hurts. You should chase him. It's not working. Louis P has, he's been researching. He's had an hour. He had a freeze game. And now he has the pride back. No shot here for Gob. Maybe a cool goal or 2 on the way out. Reset, second reset, just kind of bounced him off it. We'll go to the freestyle mode. All right. There's going to be 1 more goal here, surely.
Louis, do something cool.
Louis, all right, here we go, Gom. You got the last one. You got the last one.
No.
Louis having none of it.
Louis, you have the last one. Do something cool.
Comms later on are going to be incredibly frosty after all of this. But it is Team Stevie that make it respectable at the end. Team Harrie win 11 points to 7. 8. 7? 7. We got there eventually. But it is redemption for Louis P. And I think Gom will be declining any sort of request for a 3rd match.
He'll be fine where things stand. I think he got the more serious win in the end with that huge comeback and winning the overtime. I think they're pretty much even now.
He's got the memorable one.
Yeah.
He went for the strategy of, I'm behind, you didn't win, I stopped trying. And isn't that the real way to play?
Yeah. In a normal match, Goman's hitting forfeit in like 3 seconds flat.
All right, here we go. Here's the celebrations. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Well played to both teams.
Oh, Stumpy's contrarian over here. He's shaking hands. Apart from with goal. There we are. A hug on the way out between Louis P and between Gom. So there's confirmation for you. Team Harrie, 11 points. Team Stevie, 7 points. Congratulations, Team Harrie, and thank you so much to all the players that we had. Gom, Foxy, Cole, Nugget, Stumpy, Louis P, Ethan, and Luke Capo. I gotta say, I was very impressed with everybody here. I don't think that there was anybody that necessarily wilted under the bright lights.
Everyone had their moments. Everyone had a good chance. We had Stumpy scoring that beautiful centered goal. I have to say, Luke and Nugget have really stood out in their games.
I think Nugget goes down as MVP of the event.
Yeah, I think I would actually agree. I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
But shout out to Luke as well. As I said, he really performed in the games that he joined.
Yeah.
And put on a great performance and good showing for himself. And I think he'll be happy, especially with that one last goal that he got, to be showing that later.
Well, that is us done for here. Let's hand you back to our hosts.
There it is.
Wow, what a day.
There it is.
Absolutely
I think
incredible.
The final result doesn't look as bad. You were 7-0 up at one point.
Yeah.
Finished 11-7.
Yeah.
But that's it. We can officially confirm that the winners of the showdown, powered by Guild and Samsung Neo QLED, are, of course, drum roll, please.
Of course.
Is that how we drum roll?
Drum roll.
Come on, bring them in. Team Harrie!
Let's go. Wow, my superstars, my champions.
Oh.
How do you feel about it?
It was tricky in the end. You know, I was sort of thinking at the end there that it all came down to that game 1 overtime.
Yeah.
But Gom won, but Gom bomb. Without that, the result was flipped as well. So, you know, I hear it. Thank you.
And, you know, if it had been on, like, goals, points per goals, the end of
That
game
final.
would have
But at the
had
same time, I think if there was a little bit more on the line at the end, God might not have lost 9-3.
That is very true. I feel like at that point, you know you've already won.
He was taking it very seriously. He was raging. He was frustrated in that last game. Yeah, couldn't believe it, could you, mate?
Well, so we know what you guys are all going to be winning. You guys are all going to be winning Samsung TV. So absolutely congratulations for this. And Stevie, your team, should we bring them on?
Let's bring in my losers.
Come on, Team Stevie.
Team
Big
losers.
claps for them, please.
Come on.
Well done.
Well played, boys.
Done,
well
guys.
played. Well played.
Commiserations, but also fantastic. Well done.
Are you all still buzzing for an Xbox controller?
Yeah, that's still very
You'll
good.
take it, won't you?
I'll
You
take
go-
it. Yeah, exactly.
Well done for getting that win at the end there as well.
Embarrassing. That's the one that matters.
It doesn't matter. We're all
Exactly,
happy.
yeah, the
You
important
guys are
one.
going home with TVs. You guys are going home with Xbox controllers. We're not going home with anything.
No, yeah, me and
except
Stevie are here for a good time, you know. We're
pride
just-
and joy in your team.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going home with a lot of pride today. So, today we've had a fantastic tournament. It's been absolutely fantastic and wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for Samsung. So guys, thank you all for participating in the showdown powered by Guild and Samsung Neo QLED. I hope you guys have had a great time. We've had a very good time.
Amazing, thank you.
Thank you to everyone who's watching as well.
Thank you very much. And we'll see you soon.
Congratulations, you guys. Bye.
Bye.